All right, so we came up with a good idea for you here. We're actually going to talk with you about embarrassing ADD moments, and it just so happens that we both have horror stories that involve black eyes.
That's right.
So, all right. So I was a kid, and I was a really bad actor because I couldn't memorize the lines, and I was a slow reader. So I ended up helping out backstage in drama.
Okay.
Right? And what happened was we did these performances at a private school because I went to this small public school in New Hampshire. We didn't have a good place to do some performances. I think we were doing The Hobbit, and so we went up to this private school called Cardigan Mountain School, and down underneath Cardigan Mountain School was where the changing rooms were and all that stuff. It was like this maze, this labyrinth of brick, cinder block hallways down in different directions, around corners. It was crazy, and the lights were all off because it was in the middle of a performance, and somebody had lost their sword or something, and so they sent me down running after it. Now, I'm bad with directions anyway. It was pitch black, and I'm flying through these narrow cinder block hallways. Bam! And I just ran straight, full on, head on into this cinder block wall, knocked over, fell backward, got up, didn't pass out. I had the biggest black eye, and I had to tell people that I got in this fight because it was too embarrassing to let people know that I got a black eye from a wall.
Oh my God.
So that's my black eye story.
Well, I've got a black eye story too, and I'll tell you, it's the only black eye I've ever had, and it couldn't have come as any, I guess there is no good time for a black eye, but this was a really bad time. And I'll tell you, every year I go, and I love dogs. Right. Every year I go and I help my sister out like a little groupie at a pet expo in Minneapolis.
Okay.
So one year, this is about 2 years ago, I was on my way to go help her, and I came into her little place, and we were getting ready for the show, and her dog came out, and I got down on the ground and I said, "Oh, I'm so happy to see you," and I spun around and whacked my head into the side of the wall.
The side of the wall?
The door, like the door jamb.
Oh, wonderful.
Right? And immediately I could feel like this, and I couldn't, and it started coming out, and I could see my eyebrow.
Nice.
I mean, it was bad. So I thought, well, I'm supposed to be in the front of the booth. I'm supposed to be selling at this, and now I have this big, huge black eye. So it started to close.
Yeah!
It was huge and purple. And we said, well, I don't know how bad this is going to be, but let's just go anyway. I was stopped during this pet show by I don't know how many people saying, "Are you okay? Is everything okay at home?" But here's the next piece. Now, there was one thing that I needed. I was just finishing a book at the time, and I needed an endorsement from a famous person. That famous person was in town. It's Harv Eker,
Harv Eker, yeah.
Harv's in town, and we decide we need to go see him, right?
Sure.
Well, I got this big old black eye, and he needs to sign the endorsement that he said he would sign. So here I am. I mean, can you imagine?
It would suck.
Please sign my book with this big fat black eye. And the next week I had to go give a speech. So I actually gave a speech in front of a bunch of people.
Black eye. With
a black eye.
Awesome.
Yes, I did. That's my black eye story.
But you got the signature from Harv Eker.
I did. I got the signature.
All right. Well, we have a bunch more very embarrassing ADD stories. I don't know how many of them we're actually going to tell because some of them are a little bit edgy. But we'll see what happens. If people like this video, we might get into some crazy stuff.
Maybe you'll tell us your most embarrassing moment.
I actually think we might do a whole contest on embarrassing ADD stories and have people do like a video contest just like this. So we'll see what happens. If that's in action, you'll see a link under the video, or it will forward to the contest page or something by the time it's done. Right. Otherwise, enjoy your ADD stories. We'd love to hear about them. Just so you know, it happens to the best of us. Just roll with it.
Fun.
It's all right. Thanks.
Bye.